Hello, hello. Good morning, all. If my voice is clear, kindly raise your hand. Super. Thank you all. Put your hand down. Ahmed Salah is here. Okay. Ahmed, thank you for submitting last week homework. You still missing 2 homework. Number 1, finishing the levels of. طب Ahmed, unmute yourself.
Yes, miss.
بص يا أحمد. Thank you for submitting last week homework, okay? I mean اللي هو introduction to programming. Level 3 to level 5, okay? Which is
It's the same thing اللي هو code.org ده.
اللي هو code.org lesson 4 introduction to programming. خلاص انت كده عملته تمام، ما عنديش فيه مشكلة. انت لسه you still missing 2 homework. First homework اللي هم the levels from 1 to 13, okay? Introduction to App Lab. Then you're having creating your own application, and you're gonna find a recorded video on trimester 1, week 1, okay? You're gonna find in the video lecture a video explaining everything. So please make sure to submit the homework as soon as possible. Thank you. Brihan, unmute yourself.
Miss, did you check my homework?
Yes, and it's super. وخلاص كده you got the grade. Check your Moodle account. You're gonna find the grade.
Okay, thank you.
I need Omar Komi. Omar, unmute yourself. Ahmed, يعني I guess we're done. Could you please lower your hand? Omar Komi, unmute yourself. طيب مريم, unmute yourself. مريم علي, unmute yourself. مريم. Why you can't? طب anyway عمر, يعني I can يعني طب at least if you're hearing me, kindly raise your hand. عمر, طيب عادل خلاص يعني I'm gonna show you how to do the lessons. Or actually we're going to revise them. عمر كومي, عمر بس يعني you're submitting the assignment on Classera without doing anything on code.org. You didn't do the project. You wrote me a comment, Miss, I'm done. I didn't find the project. The levels from 1 to 13 are not done. So you're missing like 2 homework, and last week homework is not done as well. So if you want to take the grades, make sure to finish the homework. Zena, unmute yourself and say your question quickly.
بس كل ما اجي ادخل على اللي هو الابلكيشن ده ما بيرضاش يدخلني.
طيب هو ال secret word is wrong or what's wrong?
لا، ده انا جايباها من عند الايميل اللي حضرتك بعتها من على كلاسيرا.
طيب زينة, by the end of the session يعني tell me to share your screen to see where is the problem, okay? Hala, unmute yourself quickly and say your question. Hala.
Yes, Miss, can you hear
Hi,
me?
حبيبتي.
Hi. Miss Hawa, did you see my project?
Yes, I saw your project and you got the full mark.
يعني كده I'm done غير بتاع 3 to 5.
يعني I guess you're done. Um, introduction to app lab اللي هم levels from 1 to 13 are done, and you did create my own application or the project, but you didn't do last week homework.
Yes, I'll do it and I'll send it to you today, inshallah.
يعني do it as much as you can. The deadline was Sunday. Okay, so خلاص مريم is in. طيب حلا lower your hand. مريم, unmute yourself. مريم. Hi مريم, how are you? بصي
Yes,
مريم.
hi.
لا I mean مريم علي. Thank you
Oh,
مريم.
okay.
Thank you مريم فوزي. مريم, يعني in the project or designing the application, you're done with the designing part. You made the 3 screens, but you didn't add any codes.
Yes, ma'am, that's what I was gonna ask you. I can't find the video that you show where you do the codes.
Okay, the video is posted on Classera. I'm gonna share my screen. Okay,
Okay.
share. Okay, just opening Classera. Okay, if you opened your course, computer course, scroll down to trimester 2, week 1, video lectures. No, this is the Zoom session, trimester 2, week 2, video, creating your own application using App Lab, this one. So it's on
Okay, so
trimester
that's
2,
the
week
one
2.
with the code?
Yes.
Okay. Are
It's
we gonna be
explaining,
using
yes, it's
our
explaining,
laptops today?
it's explaining from scratch, okay, how to do the application from designing to the code. Do you have any other questions?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, are we gonna be using our laptops today?
No, we're having, yani we're going to revise the homework, then we're gonna start a theoretical session.
Okay,
So if
thank
you
you.
want to join from your mobile, it's fine.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna revise the homework quickly and show you something. The homework was finishing lesson 4 and introduction to programming. Okay, I'm gonna scroll down. Okay, so starting from level 3 to level 5, okay. During last week session, we made lesson, I guess we're done with lesson 3, 4, and I'm gonna stop sharing for a second and then share again. Okay. We made level 3, which was drawing a square to the left of the turtle, and the turtle as the arrow in the middle. Okay, and we're done as well with level 4, sorry, level 4 of lesson 4, which is drawing a square to the right of the turtle as we're having here. And lesson 5, okay, okay, it should be level 5. دايما بقول lesson 5. In level 5, you need to draw the same squares we're having here. Actually, we're having like millions of ways to do the same shape, okay? But we need to follow what we said about the rule. We said the efficiency. Efficiency, or he said here, draw a 3x3 grid to the front and right of the turtle as efficiently as possible. The meaning of efficiently here, using the minimum number of codes as much as you can. Okay, as I said, there are millions of ways to do the same shape. Okay, but you need to follow the rule of efficiently, meaning we need to minimize the line of code as much as you can. هو مش ساعات لما بنقعد على اي ابلكيشن او بنستخدم اي بروجرام بتحس ان البروجرام ده اللودنج بتاعه يعني takes time والستبس are too much. ليه؟ عشان الكودر اللي عمل الاب دي او البروجرام دي ما مشيش على الرول بتاعه الافيشنتلي. هو مثلا for example we can see the answer of مين كان عاجبني أو يوسف. okay يوسف عمل الابلكيشن. by the way يوسف is here or not?
I'm here.
Hi Yusuf, how are you? Thank you Yusuf. The homework is super and actually the challenge. Yusuf used like how many lines of code? Yusuf used 52 lines of codes, okay? Which is the minimum the minimumst one I saw. يعني في year 8 في ناس كانت عاملة 62 lines. في ناس كانت وصلت ل 80. اوكي بصوا انا هوريكم بس كده يوسف عاملها ازاي. انا بس هخليها فاست شويه. اوكي هو عمل البيج سكوير الاول. okay we're gonna make it fast. okay هو the program will be executed from top to down. each and every single line of code being executed will be in yellow shade. اوكي سو البروجرام لازم يعدي على كل لاين اوف كود عشان يعمل له اكسكيوتنج. ففكروا كده لو انا كاتبه البروجرام ده ان لايك مثلا 70 لاين اوف كود هو هياخد وقت قد ايه في الاكسكيوشن while Yusuf's one is only written by 52 which is faster and more efficient. okay so did you get the meaning of efficiency? Efficiency is trying to minimize the code as much as you can. Thank you Yusuf. okay and Amina's one is good as well. Ahmad Salah's one is good as well. We're gonna see Ahmad Salah. If you didn't do the homework you can submit the homework maximum on Friday. Again I'm giving you a lot of chances. I don't know why I'm giving you the chances. Adam حبيبي unmute yourself. Adam ثانية جولي هرجع لك تاني. Adam إسلام unmute yourself. Adam he's not here بقى. خلاص يا جولي unmute.
Yes.
finally آدم فاكر أنا فاكرة آدم إن أنت بتحب code.org ده قوي وشاطر فيه صح؟ صح ولا إيه؟ ولا لأ؟ طب لما هو يا آدم مش بتعمل الهوم ورك ليه؟ إيه في حاجة يعني مش عارف تعملها قول لي وأنا أساعدك. طيب as long as إن هو no answer يبقى I'm waiting to see the homework by Friday إن شاء الله. صح؟ يعني I'm sure if you just concentrated you're gonna finish the homework in maximum 30 minutes. I mean the whole homework, the 13 levels and creating your own application and as well lesson 4. It wouldn't take from you maximum 30 minutes. Okay?
Yeah.
Thank you, Adam. I'm waiting. Adam, I'm waiting. Julie, unmute yourself. This is Amina's one, so we're gonna make it faster.
Miss I did the homework بس ما عرفتش أعمل دي.
لا, you made like half of it. يعني it's incompleted. You can complete it. جولي لا هتعرفي تعمليها عشان هي سهلة عليكي جدا. step by step كده جربي. أنا على فكرة مش ببقى حافظة. وأنتي لو بصيتي هنا أمينة أكيد مش عاملاها زي عمر. يعني بصي أمينة استخدمت 59. هو أوكي sorry less than Yusuf's. يعني Yusuf's code is more efficient than Amina's. بس جولي يعني try as much as you can and try to do it. بس اللي عاملاه أمينة correct. احنا we're talking about being efficient. That's it.
ليش ده مش بتاعي أصلا؟
لا ده ده بتاع أحمد sorry. ده بتاع أحمد صلاح sorry. بس anyway thank you يا أحمد. أنا آسفة. حاضر هعمل بلاي ليست بتاع أمينة. بس at the end برضه بتاع أحمد صلاح حلو جدا. تمام. Let's see كده how many number of codes. Okay, 70 يا أمينة. طب يعني أحمد's one is efficient than yours. بس at the end it's efficient. Sorry, at the end it's correct. بس Yusuf's is the يعني best one. Then Ahmed's, ملك خالد, and Lily's one على فكرة كمان كويس قوي. ليلي تامر وبعد كده بتاع ملك. Malak, if you have a question, unmute yourself. Lily used 44, which is more efficient than Yusuf's. ده مش ليلي، ده سوري، ده مش ملك، ده ليلي.
ايوه بتاعي مس في حاجه غلط دلوقتي، عملت فيه حاجه غلط كنت بصلح حاجه.
طيب خلاص هبص عليه تاني حاضر. طب انت كده
بس لا
خلاص
هي
صلحتيها؟
لا
ليلي
لسه.
ده كده، ده بتاع مين؟ ليلي بتاعك كده incomplete، يبقى صلحيه يا حبيبتي. عشان كده هو في 44 levels. اوكي، ف ليلي بليز اعملي له correction. مالك هعمل playing بتاعك حالا
لا
دلوقتي.
المس بتاعي معاق.
بتاعك معاق، بلاش يعني افتحه ولا افتحه؟
ايوه بلاش فعلا.
بلاش خلاص، خليها بيني وبينك، انا هبقى ابص عليه تاني. ليلي بتاعك كده not complete. Please try to complete it as much as you can. وجولي I guess برضه ان هو كان يعني incomplete in the last part completed. وكده we're done. if you didn't do لا we're done with revision يعني revising the homework. وباي ذا واي برضه بتاع نور كان فاكره كان حلو. نفتح كده بتاع نور. لا بتاع نور اصلا لسه incomplete. كمليه بقى يا نور خلاص. تمام. هو يوسف هو كان اكتر واحد بصراحه عجبني قوي. anyway لبابه. لبابه برضو يعني لسه incomplete. Anyway, complete your projects. You still have to Friday inshallah. Now we're gonna start a new lesson, but I'm going to stop sharing. If you know the difference between hardware and software, kindly raise your hand. If you know what is the main differences between hardware and software, kindly raise your hand. Okay, Omar, unmute yourself and say the answer. Omar, now say the answer, ya Omar. Omar, we're waiting. Sadine, unmute yourself and say the answer.
مس
طب عمر خلاص. wait يا سادين. ها يا عمر.
مس سوفت وير هي
مم.
زي
مم.
الديتيلز بتاعت الديفايس نفسها جوه مثلا زي السوفت وير بتاع الديفايس اللي هو الانتل اللي جوه الديفايس.
تمام.
والهاردوير هو الفيتشرز اللي ورا الديفايس زي الماوس والكيبورد وكده.
Okay, thank you عمر. سادين, can you add anything? سادين.
Yes. Hello.
Okay. Yes, hi Sadine, how are you?
Hi.
Hi.
Basically, the difference between software is like
Okay.
you know, like the stuff like iOS or Android type of like stuff, and hardware is like the outside like manufacturers or something. You
Okay,
know?
thank you. You're near. Thank you. Malak. Malak Khaled.
I was gonna say the same answer.
Okay, Yusuf.
So like the software is like that, like the just like Sadine said, the Android and like the Android and the apps, okay. But the
Okay.
hardware is like the RAM and the its motherboard, stuff like that inside the
Super,
phone itself.
Yusuf, super. Okay, so guys, we can say that hardware, anything that you can see and touch in your computer. So parts you can tangibly see and touch are hardware, while software, the program is used by the hardware to operate your computer. Again, hardware are parts of your computer that you can see and touch. Okay. Okay, okay, Mary. And software are the applications and programs that will operate your computer. I'm going to share from here. And by the way, starting this week, as I announced on Classera, our session will be divided into two parts. Part one will be the live session as we're having here on Wednesday. Then after the session, we're having sorry, a recorded video and our assignment. So starting this week, session two parts, the online part, then materials will be posted. They will be a recorded video or a YouTube video, even a PowerPoint, a presentation, and the assignment will be posted after the session. The due date of the assignment will be Tuesday, يعني a day before the session. So the homework will be posted on Wednesday and the due date will be on Tuesday. Okay? I need someone to read. Who can read? Okay. Hala. Hala, unmute yourself, حبيبتي.
Okay. Define hardware as consisting of physical components of a computer system.
Okay.
Identify. No,
And yes, identify internal hardware devices, the processor, the motherboard, the random access memory, the RAM, the read-only memory, the video card. What I'm reading here or what Hala is reading are the main points of the lesson or the objectives of the lesson. Hala, continue from identify external hardware.
Identify external hardware devices and peripherals such as monitors, keyboards, mice, keyboards, printers as input and output devices, and external storage devices
In general.
Define software as programs for controlling the operation of a computer or processing of electronic data.
Okay, then to identify the two types of software, the application software and the system software. Define application software, word processing, spreadsheets, and so on. Define the system software, the compiler, the linkers, and the device driver, okay? Then in the map we're having here, we have like a classification for the computer system. The computer system has main two parts, as we said, hardware and software. Hardware, physical components that make up your computer system. Software, programs that controls the computer system. The hardware has main two parts or main two types, the internal and external. What do we mean by internal? They should be inside the computer case, okay? Internal hardware are hardware or parts of computer that exist inside the computer case, okay? While external, they are outside. An example for an internal hardware, for example, the motherboard or the processor, the RAM, all of them exist inside your computer. The external are, for example, the keyboard, the mouse, speakers, projectors, all of those are something to be connected to the computer outside, okay? Or they are outside the computer case. They are externals. The internal should exist inside the computer case, okay? Software, programs that control the computer system, and they are in two types, system software and application software. I guess yani, we will not have enough time for completing the whole session now. I'm gonna record a video after the session to complete the session, okay? يعني if we didn't finish, I'm going to record the rest of the lesson and our homework will be MCQ question on Moodle, Okay, I'm gonna announce on Classera, then you need to open Moodle and answer the MCQ questions عشان احنا عندنا theoretical session. I need someone to read. Now we're gonna view the types of hardware, mainly the internal hardware. Okay, we're talking about the internal hardware. As we said, they are inside the computer case. Mariam, unmute yourself and read. Mariam Fauzi.
Yes.
Okay. Mariam, the first internal hardware as the motherboard. Could you read the definition of the motherboard?
The main printed secured board contains electrical components and
Connectors.
controls for external hardware devices.
Okay, so the motherboard is the main printed circuit board, contains electronical components and connectors for external hardware devices. Actually, the motherboard is the main board in your computer. Everything is existing or connecting to the motherboard. Okay, as you can see, the motherboard is here. We're having like the plug-in to plug in للتشارجر مثلا لو احنا بنستخدم لابتوب to plug in the speakers, the RAM, the processor is here, the RAM slots are here, and so on. Then the second one will be the CPU. We need someone. Amina, unmute yourself and read.
CPU, called the processor, is the brain of the computer. It consists of millions of tiny circuits on a silicon chip, controls running of the computer system. It performs calculations and the logical operations, deals with the storage of data and programs in memory.
Okay. So the CPU or the central processing unit is called the brain of your computer. Okay. It's mainly responsible for doing the calculations and the logical operations. It's mainly for converting the data into information. While we are typing anything or inputting anything in the computer, then they will be processed using the CPU. And finally, we're having a different format called the information. So the CPU is the brain who is responsible for doing the calculations, managing your computers, doing the logical operations, and so on. The third one will be the RAM. بجد, unmute yourself and read. بجد. حلمي. حلمي.
Yes, miss.
Hi, Helmi.
No.
Helmi, could you please read the definition of RAM?
Random access memory,
Volatile.
internet chip where data is stored
Temporarily.
Miss,
Okay.
can you?
Yes. RAM, the random access memory. RAM is an abbreviation for random access memory. Volatile. Volatile means you can it store data for a period of time. It's not for permanent. It's a temp memory. Okay. While working on your computer or, for example, playing. Okay. Everything you're doing in your computer is saved to the RAM. If you choose to save whatever you're doing I'm sorry. Volatile means, for example, if we are working on Word, I opened a Word document and I start typing whatever I need in the Word document, okay? While I'm working, everything will be saved to the RAM. خلاص. Once I خلاص decided to close وأم done. أول ما هاجي أعمل close هلاقي الوورد بيطلع لي مسج بيقول لي would you like to save؟ Yes. يبقى أنا كده هعمل permanent save على one of the secondary memories أو على الهاردوير. علشان الرام دي حاجة كده temp، حاجة for a certain period of time، مش حاجة permanent، مش storage device ينفع أعمل عليه permanent save. ال storage devices اللي ينفع أعمل عليهم permanent save زي الهارد ديسك الموجود في اللابتوب، زي الفلاش ميموري، زي السي دي، دول كلهم اسمهم permanent memory أو secondary memory. Okay. Another meaning for volatile, if the computer power is turned off, nothing will be saved to the RAM. Okay, if you need to save or to keep an archive from your photos, from your documents, you need to save them to a secondary storage اللي هم زي الهارد ديسك، flash memory, the CD and so on. تمام. Then we're having the ROM. The ROM is different than the RAM. The ROM is a non-volatile memory. It stores everything for permanent. No one can edit in the ROM. And the ROM contains the putting up information. Do you know when you're turning on your laptop, the part it takes or the 3 minutes it takes to start and to put up, they will put up from the ROM. Okay, that's why the ROM is a permanent memory where you cannot. They are reading. I'm letting them read. I'm asking them to read. Okay, that's why you cannot edit or modify in the ROM. Okay, so anyone can tell me the main difference between RAM and ROM? We still have like 7 minutes and Miss Rania is here. Who can tell me the main differences between RAM and ROM? طيب حلا, unmute yourself.
Yes.
Hala, I need one difference between the RAM and ROM.
RAM, you save your stuff permanently.
The opposite.
With the ROM, you save them permanently.
Hala, the temporarily one is the RAM.
Yes, I said the ROM.
Oh, you said ROM. I'm sorry. ROM permanent. خلاص?
Yes.
تمام. RAM is an abbreviation for?
Random access memory.
ROM is an abbreviation for? We didn't say read only memory.
Okay.
Read only memory. It's ROM and RAM, random access memory. Okay? Julie, unmute yourself. Julie. Julie, could you please read? Here we have the main differences between RAM and ROM. Could you please read the definition of RAM and then the definition of ROM from here?
Okay. Random access memory is the part of the computer that temporarily stores that instructions that the computer is running and the data it is processing. RAM is a vital storage device. This means that if the computer's power is turned off, the contents of the RAM disappear and are lost. RAM, like the CPU, also plugs into the sockets on the motherboard.
Just a second.
When a computer is in use, RAM
جولي استني يا حبيبتي ثانية واحدة. أنا بس عايزاكي تقري الديفينيشن بتاع الرام الأول وبعد كده تروحي على الرام. يعني إحنا كده خلاص عرفنا إن الرام volatile memory, temporary memory. Everything will be saved to the RAM, will be vanished or will be lost if we didn't save it. Okay. Or if the power is off, the RAM, nothing will be saved to the RAM. خلاص. Then if we went to ROM is a read-only memory. It is used in all computers to put up the computer, okay? That's why it contains what we call the BIOS. with the BIOS دول الفايلز اللي الكمبيوتر بيعمل منهم starting up or put up. Okay, the main difference between الاثنين in RAM volatile temporarily, RAM as a read-only memory where you cannot change or edit. خلاص. Anyone has a problem in the differences between RAM and ROM? Okay. Thank you so much. The rest of the session will be recorded and posted today. Don't forget our homework will be posted on Moodle. It will be an MCQ questions. Thank you so much. See you inshallah coming Wednesday. Bye-bye.